Today's training session we've called the 10 up, 10 down, and it's a strength and core ladder. So really starting to focus now on the stability of the joints, but also the strength through certain movements. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on some strength movements and combine them, what we call almost like a superset of them, with a core move. So today's session, we're not really doing anything against the clock. I'm going to guide you through everything, guys. And your goal, the fitter clubbers at home, your goal is to try and stay with us as we go through. So don't really rush ahead on this one. Focus on the movement and the time under tension and how we're actually training the muscles. So we're going to take you through a dynamic flow warm-up first. And the first thing we're going to do, team, is 20 high knees. Okay, so place the hands on the hips, you count the reps, and you're just going to take it into 20 high knees just for your warm-up. So a little bit of a couple of cardio moves with some dynamic warm-up as well. Very good. So warming up the legs, working through the hips a little bit as well. So it might even be that this warm-up's a little bit of a regeneration from yesterday's training session. That's what we want as well. So then you've got high knees with a pull then. So you're working the shoulders and the arms in for another 20. Go through. That's it. So a gradual pulse raiser whilst warming up the whole body. Maybe even just flushing out a little bit after yesterday's training session, or regenerating ready for today's. Okay, so after your high pulls, once you've done 20 high pulls, you're then going to go into what we call the Spotty Dogs. So we've done this in other training sessions, 20 of those. So reach forward and a tap back. Looking forward to a little bit of strength work and core work, team?
Yes, definitely.
Good, good. So I'm just going to guide you through every movement today. It's a little bit of I say you do. Chest expanders, 10. But we're going to keep everybody nice and safe and keep everything slow and controlled, really training the muscles today. No momentum in any of the moves. So that's the difference with our training programs. We're working through time under tension and control with all of our strength moves. Hip openers next, okay, so go for a total of 20, just alternating either way. So remember, one of our key fitter club mobility moves is the hip opener. So many of you come to us with tight hips. When I'm training people, I'd always incorporate these hip openers even through any form of training program myself at the start, because it's just an area that gets pretty tight before you start off. All good? So 20 of those. If you do 18 or 22, I won't be annoyed, I promise. All right. That's your hip openers. Keep them going. So that's 20. So then we've got 10 striders. So we're going to have these within the main workout as well. So we're kind of replicating the moves. So find yourself plenty of space. You place the hands on the hips and you stride. Pop that pelvis forward. And return. Stride, in. If your balance is good, if your joint stability is good, you can take it to another level and add in a reach into the movement. So if you want to demo that one, team, show them a reach. So it's the same arm as the leg is back. You just lift up high, reach 1, 2, and return. Keep those going. Let's do 4 more. Reach, stride. Good, good. A bit slippy though, is it?
A little bit slippy.
Yeah. Watch your step at home. Don't do a James. Make sure there's no banana skins on the floor anywhere near you. That's good. So striders, so you're just opening out through the front of the hip, okay? So are we ready for this main workout?
Yes, please.
Good, so we're born ready, right? Okay, so focus, it's a little bit of your muscular endurance and core combined. So when you see this written down in your fitter club kind of guidance documents. Might be a bit confusing. That's why we're here to guide you through. So the first one that we're going to do is a sumo squat. So you go into an open stance, point the toes out. Guys, you're going to do 10 of those. Off you go. Good, nice wide stance. This is perfect through for the glutes and the thighs. Just bracing through the core, driving through the whole foot. As if you're getting ready for that sumo fight. So when you've done 10 of those, you pop yourself forward and go into a half press up. And you're just going to do 1. Back up. 9 sumo squats. So we're just laddering. 1 move goes up, 1 move comes down. So it's a nice contrast of the different movements. 9 sumo squats. You guys make sure you're counting. Yeah. Good stuff. So try and stay with us. We're just going to stagger it and I'm going to guide you through. You don't have to fly in and out of each exercise. 2 half press ups. Pop back up. You guessed it, 8 sumo squats. Good stuff. Three half press ups. So really push that floor away. Elbows are slightly tucked in. Good stuff. Up we get, back for the sumo fight. 7 of these, so 7 sumo squats. So as you can see, the team, their knees are flowing in line with their toes. They're leading with the hips, keeping the chin up, looking straight ahead. Nice work. So now we're into 4 half press ups, okay? So one's going up, one's moving down. Good stuff. So force the breath out on each repetition, push that floor away. 7 sumos, looking straight ahead. We're 5, yeah? 5 half press ups. Back up, 6 sumos. Six half press ups. 5 sumos. Seven half press ups. Four sumos. Eight half press ups. Pop yourselves back up. 3 sumos, team. Good stuff. 9 half press ups. This is where they start adding up. You focus on the technique. Stop when you need to. but keep pushing out those half press ups. Pop yourselves back up. 2 sumos. Straight into 9. You got this. Keep shaking it out. Breathe, push that floor away. So the elbows tuck in slightly as you push away. That core is challenged. Push that floor away. It's all in the chest and the back of the arms. Feeling good? It's tough. The press ups add up. Guess what? You've got one sumo to break it up. There you go. So 1 sumo. There you go. Okay, I want you just to take a little recovery. Take some nice deep breaths if you're following along at home. These press ups really add up. So we want quality over the quantity of just doing the reps for the rep's sake. And that's something that I want you to take note of in all of the training sessions. So the half press ups really work in the chest, the core and the back of the arms. Guys, you've got 10 reps of half press ups to go and you'll finish the first ladder. Wow, what a feeling, right? Go for it, 10. Push away. Good work, George. Well done. Good. Nice work. So that first ladder's done. So if you're able to follow along with us, massive well done. If not, you can see the specific exercises where you need to focus more and you can take a breather in those. Everybody's got different abilities. So on that last set of 10, if you've taken a breather on 5 and you reset and you do another 5, that's what this training program's all about. It's about gradually building up, okay? So I just want you just to take a little bit of a breather and I'm going to guide you through the next set. So the next set we're doing a lunge in strider. So really it's a strider, so you're going to stride forward. Okay, so just take a stride forward. We did this in the warm-up into this movement. Okay, so it's not quite a lunge, so the back knee still just has a slight bend in the knee rather than the knee dropping into a lunge move. So you ladder up with those, and the move that you're going to combine this with is a crunch. So you guys count the repetitions, and I'll guide you through the movements. It's a crunch, which is why we've got the mats in front. The hands are going to be on the thighs, and you're going to crunch up towards the knees and back. Sound good?
Pretty good.
Okay, so we'll roll into this then. So take a nice deep breath. One thing I didn't tell you. Okay, it's a lunge and strider is on each side. So for the first set, you're going to go through just 10. Okay, so not 20, so it's individual repetitions. So this is 1 and 2. Just for today, just in case I was confusing you there, all right? 10 lunge and striders whenever you're ready. Muscular endurance for the thighs, good nice bit of mobility for the back leg, and it's training you towards being able to do the full lunges in future training programs. It's all about being ready for the exercises. Yeah, want to work the abs a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Good, then my prescription for that today is 1 crunch, team. Good. Hands are on the thighs. Slowly, gradually lift through the spine. Chin is off the chest. Slowly lower back down and back up. Bit of variety, getting up and down. It's a challenge for some people. That's fine. So we go into 9 striders. Good. So big power off the front leg. 2 crunches. Same as before, slow controlled movement. Reach up to the knees. Good. Slowly roll back out of that one. 8 striders. Just doing your best to follow along with us. 8 striders. You really want to be feeling it in that back hip and keep the shoulders back, tummy drawn in. Three crunches. Really lifting with the abdominals. Chin is off the chest. And we guide up by keeping the hands on the thighs. Good stuff. 7 striders, team. Good stuff, concentrating hard. 4 crunches. So these crunches gradually add up like those half press ups did. Don't you worry, you're going to get a training effect from this. Good. Slowly get yourself back up. 6 striders. So that gives us, how many crunches can you guess?
5.
5 is right, good. Good, just crunching up towards the knees, lifting with the abdominals. Back up when you're ready. 5 striders, team. And 6 crunches. So exhaling as they crunch back up. Just 4 striders, okay? This is where the crunches start taking over. So really reaching through for that hip. Good, good work. You're on 7. Flowing along nicely. Up we get. 3 striders. Doing well so far, guiding us brilliantly through. Crunch time. 8 crunches.
And then an extra one to stand back up.
Yeah, an extra one. That's very good, George, yeah. Extra one, stand back up. 8 crunches in total. So it's just lifting the upper body up through the abdominals under control. We're not pulling on the head. We're just guiding up through as we go through. Getting you used to working through that core. 2 strides. Breathe, 9 crunches. What you're doing great is you're exhaling at the top of each rep. Just use your hands to guide you up those thighs.
How many now, Lee?
9. That's good. Good stuff, James. So just easing up towards the knees. Good. It's a really small movement. We've got other core moves that we're throwing into these training sessions, so This is working your crunch, working through your crunch move. So, specifically, it doesn't matter what leg you stride with, you're just going to be a more powerful strider on your right or left leg now. So 1 stride, team. There you go. Feel that little stretch through the hip. Down for 10. Give me 10 crunches. Hands are on the thighs, chin is off the chest, and we guide up towards the knees. This will be 2 ladder sets down of core and conditioning. That's well. So you're not rushing them, they're slow and controlled. If you need to take a breather at home, do so. The quality of repetition is key. Whenever you're ready, do that last crunch to get yourself up then. All right? So a little bit of shifting around, up and down as well, still all within the training, so just different planes of movement. So we're going to continue that theme on for your last ladder. Okay, so your last 2 exercises, before I take you through any stretches, is your body extension and then your glute bridge. So you're going to be down in that floor position. So your body extension, when you go through, place the feet flat on the floor. You're going to drive through the hips, lift those hips up high, lead with the hips, and reach and repeat. Okay? If you want to demo the glute bridge, James, just going to pop down onto the mat there. Okay, so your feet, imagine your feet are super glued to the floor. Hands are by your side. I've got a big piece of string. I'm going to pull the string and you lift the hips, squeeze through the glutes and the thighs and slowly back down. That's your glute bridge. Okay, guys, so we're just going to ladder those 2 together. So whenever you're ready, you're going to go through 10 body extensions. So it's a total of 10. 1 is 1, okay? Don't go doing 20. 10 in total. 10 body extensions. When you're ready, keep going through. You can do 5 on the same side, or you can alternate. Entirely up to you. Just make sure you get that big reach. You're really reaching back and you're lifting with the hips. This combination is fantastic for the hips and for toning up through the glutes. It's also great for your hip mobility. All you've got to focus on is counting your reps. So you roll out of that one and you do 1 glute bridge. But it's such a good glute bridge that you squeeze the glutes and the thighs at the top of the movement. So then you're going to go into 9 body extensions. Believe me, this starts to add up, team. You'll feel this through those key areas that you want to target. Everyone wants nice tight buns, right?
That's correct, Luke.
That's what we're working on. And 9 body extensions. But more importantly, we're nice and mobile. We can move well. We feel a little bit more athletic. 2 glute bridges. Good. Controlled, and you're contracting the muscle at the top. 8 body extensions. Either both on the same side or alternating between. Three glute bridges, please. Lift those hips high, squeeze those glutes just before you touch the floor, and then you power back up again. Fantastic through for the hamstrings and the glutes. So we're on to 7 extensions, yeah?
Yes.
Right, let's go. Reach 1, 2, back 1, 2. Reach 1, 2, back 1, 2. Good. 7 of those. That's good. Reset whenever you need to. It's the quality of the exercise that counts. 4 glute bridges. You may be feeling this in the hamstrings and the glutes now. Good. Six extensions. So you're keeping that nice big reach, you're really powering through the hips. Five bridges. Lift 1, 2, back 1, 2. Lift 1, 2, back 1, 2. Good. 5 extensions. Feeling good, team?
Yeah, very good.
Good stuff. So you're doing your best to follow along with these guys, just flowing nicely. It's really localized within the glutes and the hips. So we should be on 6 bridges. Hips are really being drawn up high, as if you're being pulled. The hips fire and you squeeze through the glutes. We're on 4, right?
Yeah.
4 extensions, follow along, doing well. 2 each side. Good stuff. 7 bridges, reset whenever you need to, just got to complete 7 bridges. All the while, just focus on the breathing. Make sure that you're breathing strong. Just breathe throughout these moves. 3 extensions. Alternating through. Good stuff. Into your bridges for 8. They start adding up on the end of these ladders. That's what it's all about. Big power, just keep it going through. That's what builds up this muscular endurance. 2. Still reaching long. Gather yourself when you need to. Gather yourself. Just take a moment, team. Okay, so emphasize the lift as if somebody is pulling with a rope, pulling through the hips. You fire through the hips and just before you touch back down. So this is 9, right? 9 glute bridges. Off you go. Lift through the hips. Really drawing towards the ceiling. Then you're really activating through the glutes and the back of the legs. Good. 1 reacher, team. Whatever side you want to be best at reaching. Good. Take a moment, please. Breathe. We're finishing the ladder with 10 glute bridges. James decided against the mat. He's gone tough. If you need a mat just to relax through the back. Lifting the hips up high and just before you touch the floor, repeating through those glute bridges. Good. That's 3 ladders of success done for your strength and conditioning and core. I'm going to carry on guiding you through and guide you through a bit of a cool down stretch now. Okay, so hopefully you're able to follow along with those and work through the muscular endurance. It's quite a lot of localized work, particularly on the press ups, they add up. And then at the end, the firing through the glutes, but you can feel the areas that they're really working. So we're not just working the muscles, we're working through the mobility as well and focus on the mobility and making you be able to move a little bit better for future exercises and greater endurance. So with that in mind, we're going to do some sets of hamstring stretches to start with. And what we do with this one is slightly wider than shoulder width, hands on the thighs, take a deep breath and work slowly down the legs. And what I want you to do is just hold the stretch where you feel it. So don't necessarily force yourself all the way down to the toes if that's not an area that you can reach. Hold and breathe. Rise back up. And just roll the shoulders. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a stretch through the hamstrings. But sometimes you can feel a little bit lightheaded, so just make sure that you're breathing nice and strong and you just reset yourself like this in between. So we've got 2 more. Slowly down the legs, wide stance. That's it, breathe. Really important to do these stretches. So with our Fitter Club stretches, it's all about regeneration so that you can train again and so that you're recovering and all round your mobility is strong. Rise back up, guys. Good work, team. Then just carry on filling the lungs. Nice deep breaths and rolling the shoulders. Good stuff. Last one. Maybe you can go a little bit further this time. Reach towards the laces. Feeling really flexible, hands down to the floor. Again, it's another good marker as your flexibility improves. You just get to see the measure of that as well and work through during this training plan. Good stuff. Back to that standing position. And then from there, going to place one foot in front of the other. Plant the back heel and ease forward onto this front knee so that you're getting a stretch through the calf muscle, the back leg, lower part of the leg. Good stretch through. So it's strength and core ladder, but also we're still stretching through the muscles that we're working on other days as well. Switch legs once you've held for a few seconds. Good stuff. Feel a good stretch in that lower leg? Feel that stretch in the lower part of your leg, yeah? Through the calf muscle, yeah? Good. Good stuff. One more time each side. Enjoy it. Enjoy this stretch like these guys. They love stretching. But seriously, it really helps regenerate for your future training sessions, and that's what it's about. It's about being able to be consistent. If you've ever been to the gym or worked with a trainer and they just blast you a few exercises and you're not regenerating and recovering in between, you're not going to be able to keep the consistency of the training sessions. That's what we're all about here. A thoughtful approach, right? Good. 3 chest stretches. Hands behind, lift up and away. Just a few seconds. And release. And back, just stretch through. Lovely stretch through the front of the shoulder with that one as well. And then we're just releasing. Stretch through. Opposing muscle group, the upper back, stretching out between the shoulder blades. Release, reach, push away 1, 2. And release. Just roll the shoulders. One more time. Reach forward, release back out. That's it, release. One more time. Reach forward, hug the tree. So great release right in between the shoulder blades, but also down the back, the sides of the shoulder. Shoulder stretch, draw the arm across, one stretch on each side. So as we always say, they're either gripping onto the top part of the arm or onto the forearm. This is where we feel it, right? Onto the medial deltoid, the side of your shoulder. Release and switch. Got 2 more stretches for you, okay? Got standing quad stretch. Knees together, stand nice and tall. If you need to hold on to something to balance at home, or a friend, Fitter Club compatriot, you do that.
Best friend?
Best friends, yeah. Family member, whatever you need, just to balance. Good stuff, guys. Right, okay, so we're going to finish with that standing lat stretch. So once you've stretched the other leg and your friend has deserted you so that you lose your balance, you go through the lat stretch. Okay, so one leg slightly behind, you push the palm up to the ceiling, take hold of the wrist, and then you gently reach into the side. So just a good stretch through the torso. They're already pretty well stretched through those fit extension reaches that we did, but it's just holding a little bit of a static stretch at the end. So that's right, you just repeat onto the other side. Good stretch, George.
Yeah, this one feels really good.
Good. Do those during the day as well, even when you're not training, just to open out through the torso. Okay, so that's it. That's your 10 up, 10 down, strength and core ladders. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Done a bit of stretching as well. It gradually just all adds up, prepares you and strengthens you for all those future moves. It's a nice combination. Massive well done to you. Carry forward that positivity today. Well done.